Welcome back to another episode of Goat-Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the goats on this channel. Today we're going to be focusing on the unicorn, who is Ren. Today we got patience, man. The chat has been trying to get me to do this on my live streams. I'm not live currently, but it keeps getting requested, but then it ends up keep getting beaten out by another song because we keep doing polls on the live stream, which is the funnest thing to do.
Who that on the pole? And shoot that on the pole.
But so now we're finally here. I figured, nah, man. This song has been requested way too many times. I'm going to get to it. This is going to be episode 10, I believe, or 9. I'm not sure. I have to go back and check that out, but don't worry. I'll have it titled correctly. We have Patience. So this is going to be a double reaction, man. We have an official studio version, and we also have an acoustic, it seems like. So if this is not correct, I'll just get out of it and, find the correct one. I'm not sure if this is the one. Oh, this isn't the one. What am I doing? I'm not even on Ren's page. Okay, this is the one. All right, I got it. No doubt. All right, so we got Ren Gill, M.E. So he's talking about his diagnosis. Is that what he's talking about? All right, well, let's get it right now. Patience.
And I've learnt some lessons that will be so valuable for like... So it's a blessing and a curse being this ill, because it's completely changed me. Like, it's turned me from a little cocky teenager into somebody who's quite... this, I guess, prepared for things now. Like I feel like once I've gone through this, I'll throw anything at me and it'll be okay. But
Baby Ren,
at the same
young
time,
Ren.
as much as I see it as a blessing, I hate it. I do hate it. I think it was Thomas Edison that was like, I haven't failed. I've just found a thousand things that don't work. Which is kind of nice to look at it that way, like I'm just eliminating.
That is so dope. Thomas Edison really said that? Dang. Thomas Edison was smart as hell, though. But that was dope. I love that quote. I haven't heard that one before. And I'm a history junkie, but yeah. That was a good one right there.
Which is kind of nice to look at it that way, like I'm just eliminating things.
He's all about, if you see, Ren is all about perspectives no matter what. You know what I'm saying? He's all about perspectives, bro. He's all about just, is this kind of big? Should I make this a little smaller? Yeah, let's make that a little smaller. So yeah, he's all about perspectives, bro, which is dope. That's why I resonate with him the most. He motivates me to give all the things that I would let really bum me out, or just give me, like, I don't know, create like a dark cloud over my head. He allows me to create, a different perspective and just think a little far past the face value nonsense that you're dealing with. And look at the curve. Like, what is this going to look like 5 years from now? Oh, shoot, this is a learning experience for me. And like he just said, I just found 1,000 things that didn't work. Cool. Check that off the box. That failure is an accomplishment in its own. And it's a beautiful way to think. I love that.
But it really challenges my mind. And yeah, it's just gotten to the point where I'm spending, I'd say, like 95% of my life in a bedroom, which kind of sucks.
Wow.
My mind is in such a different place in my body. My mind craves.
He kind of spoke about that on the chapters, but it's like, I love going back to the old Ren because it reminds me of everything he's been through. So it allows me to have a different perspective, right? But also allows me to appreciate everything he's doing today. Like, sometimes I need to go back and listen to old Ren. He's come so far. He's come so far, man.
Life so much. It's alright, it's okay. I'm feeling brave, gonna face this day. It's okay, it's alright. No tears will kiss my cheeks tonight, and it's all good, and I'm just fine. My words ring out like hollow shells. Just slow down, it takes time, but time moves slow, I know this well. And my heart breaks 1,000 times a day. But for every hope that dies, another one takes its place. Because I have the strength of a mountain, and I've got the courage of the deep blue sea, and I have the heart of a lion, and the stars burn bright inside of me. And although you test me, my God, I stand so proudly. Can't you see that I have the strength of a mountain, and I'll take all you throw at me. world is quite scary, I know that, cause I've been here for some time. But all that prepares me for a day when I can truly shine. Cause I've been so broken, and picking up fragments of myself, I'll glue them back together, so I can stand at the edge of this world and yell that my heart breaks 1,000 times a day. This day saves life.
Run it back. I have to run it back, bro. I have to run it back. There's so much going through my mind right now. I'm just trying to remember everything he said.
So much. It's alright,
I'm pulling up the lyrics.
It's okay, I'm feeling brave, gonna face this day. It's okay, it's alright, no tears will kiss my cheeks tonight. And it's all good, and I'm just fine. My words ring out like hollow shells. Just slow down, it takes time, but time moves slow, I know this well. And my heart breaks 1,000 times a day. But for every hope that dies, another one takes its place. Because I have the strength of a mountain, and I've got the courage of the deep blue sea, and I have the heart of a lion, and the stars burn bright inside of me. And although you test me, my God, I stand so proudly, can't you see that I have the strength of a mountain, and I'll take all you throw at me.
I gotta let it finish. I gotta let it finish. I'm sorry. We'll break it down after. I gotta embrace this, man. I gotta take this in.
This world is quite scary, I know that, cause I've been here for some time. But all that prepares me for a day when I can truly shine. Cause I've been so broken, and picking up fragments of myself, I'll glue them back together, so I can stand at the edge of this world and yell that my heart breaks 1,000 times a day. For every hope that dies, another one takes its place. Because I have the strength of a mountain, and I've got the courage of the deep blue sea, and I have the heart of a lion, and the stars burn bright inside of me. And although you test me, my God, I stand so proudly, can't you see that I have the strength of a mountain, and I'll take all you throw at me. Dust the cobwebs off this sheath, and I'll take the sword of my belief, and in this storm I will not flinch.
It's poetry, man.
And I will not move, no, not an inch. Because I have the strength of a mountain, I've got the courage of the deep blue sea, and I'll have the heart of a lion, and the stars they burn bright inside of me. But although you test me, my God, I stand so proudly, can't you see I have the strength of a mountain, and I'll take all you throw at me.
Guys, he's just the real deal, bro. That's the thing. That's the thing about it, right? He's just the real deal, bro. He's just the real deal. Like, people pretend to be good. People pretend to be authentic. You know what I'm saying? But this is dating back, what, 9 years ago? And Freckled Angels was 12 years ago? What I'm saying is he's been consistent with this message. He's been consistent with his humility, his humbleness, his resiliency, his goodness, y'all. his goodness. He continues to struggle and continues to push through, continues to provide more perspective for those who are in those dark places. You just want to rise above. You can rise above, man. You can. It's happening in real time. Look at it. He's been dealing with this for years. 95% of his life in his bedroom, diagnosed with ME. Like he's gone through so many diagnoses, misdiagnoses. It's just like, how does one continue to push? God has chosen this man, and that's for the, believe it or not, he's been chosen, and he's been giving the power to continue, because his message is that pure and it's that good, and it's worth it. It's worth it to remain on this earth. You know, before he checks out, he can't. The pain that it will cause others. This man has been pushing through for most of his life. For more than he's been alive, he's been pushing through. He's been pushing through, dog. I had to pull the lyrics up, bro, because I wanted to like overanalyze. I wanted to analyze this a little more. Let me get this off the screen real quick. Yeah, man, I had to, because he's really getting to a point where the resilience and the strength is really showing on this one. He said, I've got the strength of a mountain and I've got the courage of a deep blue sea. That just serves as an affirmation almost to of his own inner strength, right? So despite life's challenges, Ren still remains steadfast, willing to face adversity just head on. So the mention of a lion's heart and the stars burning within him, that's just all symbolism of unwavering spirit and just personal power, right? The power given by God, if you ask me, dog. It's like, so for every battle that dies, another one takes its place. This is just ongoing poetry. To me, this is just straight poetry. He's just emphasizing the song's central theme of renewal, right? And even when faced with all these setbacks that he's going through, even from the beginning of his career to where he's at now, he still acknowledges that new opportunity and chances for growth will arise. That is the perspective of his core message in his career, period. Specifically with this song, yes, but so he doesn't run from his struggles, you know what I'm saying? So when he says, I've been broken and I'm picking up fragments of my life, like, oh, there's an ongoing process of healing, self reconstruction, and coming to terms with past pains. I was just talking to my homegirl Ashley from the Patreon, one of my loyal members. She's actually a moderator on my lives as well. We've been talking, and this is kind of like, Ashley, if you're watching, this is kind of like what we were just talking about the other day on Instagram. Reconstruction, renewal, moving forward with acknowledgement. Because if you don't acknowledge, you can never move forward. You can never grow. He talks about his faith and his determination. Like, he references God, right, to suggest like it plays a significant role in Ren's resiliency. Like, these are his words. Don't say I'm putting words in his mouth. These are his words. I will not flinch. I will not move. No, not an inch. I love the way he said that right there. I really feel like it conveys like the determination and an unwillingness to be defeated by challenges, right, or whatever life throws at you. Like he said, like I'll take whatever you throw at me, right? So I'm just into everything. It's all right, it's okay, feeling brave. I'm gonna face this day. Like, I just love the way he's softly putting that to let you know it's a. Hey, so if you're going through something similar, it's okay. We don't got to be angry, get mad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to do that to get your point across, whatever the case may be. But he's letting you know that that's how okay it is, that I can speak to you softly in this manner, right? It shows inner conflict of putting on a brave face, right? Despite the internal struggles you're dealing with every day. And I don't know who can't relate to that. When people tell me he's weird, I'm just like, you have a perfect life. I guess you just have a perfect life. The only way I can see people not relating to him is if they just got a perfect life. And I don't know anybody who has a perfect life. So that's the only way I can see it. But I've got the strength of a mountain. I love that, man. He really just, I guess, every time that part comes around, I don't know why, it just gives me a very bluesy feeling. But he's a bluesy dude. I've always said that about him. But it really just reinforces his self-belief and just, I guess, the resilience against life's trials, right? That's really what it's uplifting, it's motivational, all that. But I just feel like when that comes in, it hits a different note for me. It just hits a different point of the song for me. I've been so broken and picking up fragments of myself. I like that, you know what I'm saying? That was like the repeat. He said that, I think, in the second verse, right? But what else he said? It was some parts I was highlighting. I'll dust the cobwebs off this sheath and take the sword of my belief. So now he's getting old. He's getting to these metaphorical bags now, right? So now it's like he's combining metaphorical imagery of battle and perseverance. And he's still being very creative, even though this is somewhat of a subtle song with an important message. Obviously, it's not, he didn't hit too many high notes. It's the point of the message. You know what I mean? And it was still very captivating, if you ask me. I was still very into it. I didn't even want to pause it. I wanted the whole thing to play so we can come back and really give it its proper due. And I wanted to enjoy it the way you guys enjoy it. I know sometimes people say, he just played the whole song. This isn't a reaction. Well, if you wait a little bit, you'll see that I do give my breakdown. Sometimes sometimes I feel cheated from Ren songs when I chop them up and break them down and pause them. You know what I mean? And then I got to listen to them later. But I want my first reaction to be like your first reaction and come back and break it down. But I like the metaphorical bag he got into. So strength of a mountain, obviously that just represents like stability and endurance, right? But at the same time, he's got courage of a deep blue sea, which suggests just depth of bravery and resiliency, I guess, right? That's like the core message here. Heart of a lion, that's another metaphor. It just symbolizes courageness and leadership, right? Which is he feels he's displaying by continuing to push through, even though he's been knocked down so many times, right? He keeps picking up those fragments of his life and he puts them back together because it's worth it. It's worth it. Why? Because you're worth it. Because I've been gifted by God with this talent to build motivation and put determination into you. So you're worth it. That's why it's worth me. I'm speaking as Ren. That's why it's worth him picking up those fragments and getting it back together and pushing through because you're listening. You know what I'm saying? And you're important and you're worth it. And that could just be that's just what I'm getting out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what he said, but a lot of imagery too with the breaking, gluing back together, standing at the edge. It's putting a lot of imagery in your head. It just creates powerful visual. A powerful visual of I guess like a representation of personal struggle and triumph. So he's not shying away from his pitfalls, but at the same time, he's letting you know that we don't kill you, make you stronger. So every day that the light turns on in the morning is another chance to just get it right. You know what I'm saying? To try and get it right this time. You know what I mean? And like he said, he found 1,000 ways to, that didn't work. And that's good. And that's good. You know what I'm saying? So that's beautiful. I've never heard anything like that. That was pretty dope breakdown. That's new to me. Like the way he said Thomas Edison said that. So that's a dope quote. I'm gonna look into that. Overall, man, I think I know it's subtle, it's soft. I still think it's an anthem. An anthem, if it's anything, it's an anthem for self empowerment. Emphasizing that while life may bring these challenges and hardships, inner strength, faith, and persistence can help overcome them through time, obviously. But it still encourages me and you to be patient with our journey. Stay hopeful and believe that there's an ability to face any obstacle that life presents. It's it's a good way to think. You know what I'm saying? I know some may feel like it's so dark for them that they can't even see through it. I understand, but if you still breathing and that light still turns on in the morning, there is a chance to turn things around, man. This is masterful writing, though. This is masterful writing, dog. He blended his, the emotional, the vulnerability, uplifting, confidence, perseverance, struggles, the turmoils, and overall everything. What patience means when you are patient, when you're patient, right? This is what the outcome can be. When you're patient, it's hard. Why is it hard to be patient? Because typically when we're patient, we're struggling. We're staying in the fight. We're not giving up just yet. Stay patient. Stay in the fight. Something beautiful is going to come up out of this. And even if it isn't the goal that you set in the beginning, just understand you just learned many ways how not to do things. So you don't have to keep repeating the mistakes. That's the important thing, for us not to repeat the mistakes, thinking that's going to give us a different outcome. And I think, this song, he touched on that better than almost any song, I would say. The song just resonates, I feel like, with anyone experiencing obviously hardship, but just, I guess, offering a message of hope, faith, and just resilience, obviously, but just in the face of life's difficulties. Like, it's perspective at the end of the day. And everything this song means is pretty much a definition of what happens when you are patient. is a good one. It was a good one by Ren. Thank you for this one. Appreciate that. We're gonna head into the studio version. Why not? We're just gonna be able now. We're gonna be able to enjoy it. I think this is the new way I'm gonna do reactions because, yeah, I like enjoying the songs with you guys, and I just hope people are patient enough to just stick around and catch my breakdown afterwards. But I like listening to the songs. If anything, at least a verse and a hook, and then break down. It's gonna have more of a production feel.
It's alright, it's okay. Feeling brave, gonna face this day. It's okay, it's alright. No tears will kiss my cheeks tonight. And it's so good, and I'm just fine. My words ring out like hollow shells. Just slow down, it takes time. But time moves slow, I know this well. My heart breaks 1,000 times a day.
It's a perfect picture
For every
too.
hope that dies, another one takes its place. Because I've got the strength of a mountain, I've got the courage of the deep blue sea. I have the heart of a lion, and the stars burn bright inside of me. And although you test me, my God, I stand so proudly, can't you see? I've got the strength of a mountain, and I'll take all you throw at me.
Beautiful, beautiful.
This world is quite scary, I know that, 'cause I've been here for some time.
I like the production on this one, man. I like the background voice, the deeper voice. At the same time, I like the other instruments that get to join in on the harmony. It's beautiful. It's still soft. It's not an uprise. Sometimes when you hear an acoustic version and you hear the studio version, sometimes the studio version can be very loud and aggressive, more, maybe drums and all that. But they kept it simple, and I like it. I like it.
But all that prepares me for a day when I can truly shine. 'Cause I've been so broken, I'm picking up fragments of myself. I'll glue them back together so I can stand at the edge of this world and yell. My heart breaks 1,000 times a day. For every hope that dies, another one takes its place. Because
Beautiful.
I've
Poetry.
got the
Poetry.
strength of a mountain. I've got the courage of the deep blue sea. I have the heart of a lion, and the stars, they burn bright inside of me. And although you test me, my God, I stand so proudly, can't you see? I've got the strength of a mountain, and I'll take all you throw at me. I'll dust the cobwebs off this sheath and take the sword of my belief. And in this storm I will not flinch, I will not move, no, not an inch.
Why? Why? Tell us why, bro.
'Cause I have the strength of a mountain, I've got the courage of the deep blue sea. I have the heart of a lion, and the stars, they burn bright inside of me. And although you test me, my God, I stand so proudly, can't you see? I've got the strength of a mountain, and I'll take all you throw at me.
That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I'm so glad I did both. Double reaction for you guys today, man. Shout out to all the Renegades for supporting me. Thank you, Renegades. I really appreciate you guys always pulling up for the lives, man. You guys make the lives really fun. I look forward to doing lives because of you guys, man. I keep it real. I love you guys, man. The Patreon is out there, man. You guys have been holding me down. I was gone for a week and a half. Not one person canceled. Shout out to all the stands and all the renegades that stayed with me. One person did cancel actually, but they came right back. So shout out to you guys for just being loyal, holding me down, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Love you guys. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Ren. Appreciate it. I'm gonna start saying thank you, Ren, every time I feel like that because I feel like he's done something for me today. So thank you, brother. Peace.